Welcome back, Guardians! So Christmas is almost upon us, but before we even get to the jolly holidays, I thought I'd do one more weapon guide before taking the holiday break. So today we're going to talk about one of the new weapons that came along with Season of the Hunt. Today we're talking about the Royal Chase. And let me right off the bat tell you that this weapon is fairly alright. It's not going to replace any other scout rifles you might already have. That is the Scholar if you're a PvP player, or Trusty if you're a PvE player. Both of those are exceptionally way much better than this gun. With that being said though, this isn't a bad gun by any means. However, it's also not a great gun. Instead, it's fairly all around just decent. So let's get into the weapon stats first. And as you can see, the impact is the highest this gun has. Everything else is roughly around 40-50 in its stats, and the aim assist is fairly low for a scout rifle, and the zoom is fairly deep, meaning it's gonna be one of those guns you want a long range with. If you're gonna try and battle someone who has a hand cannon or SMG or assault rifle in close range, you're not gonna have a good time with this weapon. Rather, this weapon is gonna slap anything and any opponent from longer distances. And that's also what I want to focus on with this gun, is the fact that it's an amazing scout rifle in PvP. Not because of its stats, but because of its fire rate. The 180 scout rifles are really good in PvP. If you play on maps such as Widow's Court or any other long range map in the game, you're gonna have a great time with this weapon because it absolutely shreds during trades and longer ranges. However, this really falls flat when you get on close ranges, where, as I've mentioned, you're gonna get slapped by everything else: auto rifles, hand cannons, you name it. But overall, it's a good gun, so let's talk about the PvP perks you might want to have with this. And I can already off the bat tell you that you're gonna want to focus on range and stability. Your masterwork is going to be range. This is because the aim assist and targeting adjustment, that range adds to it with its hidden effects. So let's start off by saying that you're gonna want small bore since it gives you more range and stability, followed by accurized round since it gives you more range. Then you're gonna have no distraction because this is the best one you can have when it comes to trading against other targets, since the knockback is gonna be less prominent. Finally, you're gonna go with quick swap. Quick swap because this means you can ADS, you can swap to this weapon and swap away from this weapon way faster, meaning you're gonna be able to swap into a shotgun at closer ranges. As for PvE, this weapon is fairly bad. I would say the perks aren't that great. There's a lot of better PvE weapons, especially Trusty if you want to go with a scout rifle, and raid isn't that difficult, so if you want to get a scout rifle, go for the Trusty. But if you're more of a casual player and you just want this to your collection, well, this is the PvE role you're going to want to strive for. First and foremost, you're still going to focus on range and stability. This time it's going to be more focused on stability, however. So that means stability masterwork. You're still going to go with small bore. On the second tier, however, you're going to go tactical mag, since it gives you stability, reload speed, and more rounds in the magazine. In the third tier, you could either go with field prep, or you could go with full auto trigger system if that's your cup of tea. Personally, I would go with auto loading holster, since swapping to another weapon means you can swap back to this without having to reload at all. Finally, I would either go with Dragonfly or Fresh. Fresh if you want to get more super, meaning if you're going to masterwork this, then this combined with Fresh is going to be amazing. Otherwise, I feel like Dragonfly is going to be a cool ad clearing ability, since it just explodes and deals damage towards enemies in close proximity to the one you kill. And with that being said, I'm going to finish off by saying that this gun is actually pretty good. Even though I've been trash talking it, the only reason I've been trash talking it is because it's in a place where there's a lot of better weapons out there. But if you don't play Trials, then you're not going to have the Scholar, meaning this is going to be a great substitute. And if you didn't play Season of Dawn, then you're not going to have Patron of Lost Causes, meaning you're not going to have that scout rifle as well. And finally, if you don't raid, you're not going to have Trusty, so this gun is probably the easiest of the bunch to get, and therefore I can recommend it if you're more on the casual side of Destiny. And with that being said, I want to ask you guys a question, and that is, what do you feel about the Royal Chase? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, if you did like the video, then liking the video and subscribing to the channel. It's a great way to support the channel itself. It's also a great way to stay up to date on all the latest uploads. And with that being said, I want to wish you the very best of your holiday. This is TCSpectre, signing off.